What's up guys, Han Yellow here with another Kicks of the Week, and for this week we have the Kobe 9s. And these are the engineered mesh Easter versions. I've had these since they came out, I think either last year or the year before that, I don't quite remember. But I've always loved the Kobe line. The traction on them were not always great, like when I think the Kobe 8 started, that's when traction started getting really good on these shoes. And for these particular shoes, the Kobe 9s, I think the traction, if there's a such thing, I think the traction is maybe a little too good, because there are times where I find myself almost getting injured, like almost rolling my ankle or whatever, just because like the shoe sticks so well, even at a dirty court. Like I play at 24-hour fitness a lot, and their courts are trash. They're always super dirty, but these shoes, they stick so well, man. But yeah, there's so many times where like I would stop and my body would keep going, but the shoes themselves would like stop. They stick like glue for sure. But yeah, no, if there's, you know, such thing as too much traction, I think this is it. But overall, the shoe's great. You can see the traction here. It's like a footprint kind of pattern. Then the rubber is super soft, which is why they stick so well in surfaces. There is some wiping needed, like we play on a really dirty court. I mean, obviously you're gonna have to wipe, but these stick so well. I mean, like I don't have to wipe them very often, but you know, every now and then you're gonna have to wipe them when you feel like the traction is not up to par, I guess. But yeah, traction's A1. The upper is they call it engineered mesh. I'm not really sure what the difference is between that and, like, you know, the regular mesh, but on the heel, or I mean the toe here, you got some hyperfuse for durability, of course, and it goes all the way around right here, wraps around your forefoot a little bit, and then you got the outrigger right here to keep your foot in place. And then the heel cup, it's just like a plastic thing, and then there's a rubber thing back here, sorry, and plastic right here with the Kobe signature. The lockdown on these are really good, even though it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on back here. I have yet to experience any heel slippage. I don't think it's going to happen. If it hasn't happened yet, I've played in these, I don't even know how many times, but you can kind of see, you know, all the markings on there on the heel cap there. I usually play indoors. I do not recommend playing with these outdoors because of how pliable the rubber material is on the sole. It will wear out very, very, very quickly. I do not recommend using this for outdoors if you want them to last. But if you're made of money and, you know, you can just buy pair after pair after pair to replace them, then, you know, you go ahead and do what you want. But for those who cannot buy many pairs to replace, you know, your brand new Kobe's, then I totally do not recommend playing with these outside because of how quickly the sole will wear down. With that said, even on a dirty court, like I mentioned earlier, I play at a 24-hour fitness, and those courts are notorious for being super dirty and just completely trash because no one really takes care of it. But it works amazing on those courts, and I can only imagine on a clean court how these would perform. In the back, you got the reflective bars right there. You can't really tell on camera that they're reflective, but they are reflective. Yeah, these shoes, they're the Easter ones, which is why they have that pattern, that colorway. Super comfortable, man. Like, court feels A1 for this for sure. Like, it's with Kobe's, court feels always good. That's what I've learned from wearing Kobe's. And this is the lunarlon. It has the lunarlon insole. Can't really see. So for these, like, I usually would play as a guard because of my size. But yeah, these work great if you gotta be quick and nimble on your feet, and a lot of hard cuts, a lot of quick cuts, then these are the shoes for you. If you're like a larger guy, you could totally make this work too, but just remember that this does not have the cushion that you might be looking for, kind of like more of LeBron or like even a KD, because KD got that 4-foot zoom bag and the heel zoom bag, whereas this has I believe none. It's just lunarlon. But yeah, it does have the flywire right there, as you can tell. And the swoosh is not reflective, although it looks like it could maybe, but I'm almost positive that it's not reflective. But yeah, these shoes, man, like I've played in, I think, the Kobe 4s or the 5s, I forget, and the traction is super trash on there. But the Kobe 7s, the 8s, is it the 7s? I think it's just 8s actually. The 8s was when the traction started getting really good for me, and like that's when the shoe just became like such a really good basketball shoe overall. But yeah, no, these are like definitely A1 shoes, man. You can still pick them up on eBay, I believe. I also have the Kobe 11s. I think they're the 11s, either 11 or 10s, but the traction is not as great. I definitely prefer either the 8s or the 9s, like for sure, over the 10s or 11s, just because the traction is just it's not all there. That's what I feel like. And the shoe moves so well with you, man. Like, it's so flexible. Like, yeah, it's just very comfortable to play in. But just remember that because it is lunarlon, I mean, you're gonna get some fatigue in your feet after a couple runs. But yeah, I usually bring 2 pairs of shoes anyways to switch out. And for sizing, I mean, they fit true to size, maybe a little narrow. I found that I have to kind of loosen them up a little. Like a lot of times, when you play basketball, you kind of tighten up your laces quite a bit just because you want to be secure in your shoes. But with these, if I tighten up too much, I feel like my feet are going to cramp. So there are times where I have to like retie them a bunch of times just to get that perfect fit. But yeah, fit is true to size. 9.5, you get a 9.5. You're a 10, get a 10. But yeah, as far as like these shoes, man, they're one of the best basketball shoes I've ever worn. I mean, that goes for a lot of the Kobe's, and I feel like a lot of you guys probably feel the same, because I've seen other videos where people are just all praises for the Kobe shoes, not because it's Kobe, but definitely like for reals, like his shoes or these shoes, the shoes are made for him. They perform very, very well, man. I also have LeBron, I think 10s or 11s. I don't remember. It's not the same for me. Like the lockdown's not all there for me. The cushioning's great, but I just feel like it's so bulky of a shoe. Like I just can't maneuver as quickly or as well as I can in the Kobe's. But definitely if you're a guard, quick cuts, a lot of lateral movements, whatever, man, these shoes are gonna be great for you. Yeah, let's go into the on foot. Let's show you what it looks like. Even though it's a basketball shoe and I use it primarily as a basketball shoe, I've worn these out probably twice, and it's touched pavement twice. But a lot of times I just wear them in the gym. Even if I'm not playing basketball, I just wear them to lift weights. I actually wore them today to do leg day, and usually I wear like KD7 or KD8 or whatever, just because of the cushioning that it has. I like that feeling of it. But these work perfectly fine. I did bunch of squats today and a lot of deadlifts, but yeah, no, they provide the stability that you need, and the cushioning is great. But yeah, let's go turn on foot, show you what it looks like with shorts on. I don't know if I'll do pants because I don't know, you can probably wear them with pants, it just looks weird to me because it's a basketball shoe, right? So yeah, no, so on foot, see you guys in a bit. Alright, so welcome back. So that was the on foot. Not a whole lot I could show you, just, you know, because it's a basketball shoe. Like, I don't know what else to show you. It looks great on feet, even with the crazy colorway. There are other colorways. But yeah, these are my only Kobe 9s. But I also have other Kobe's that, you know, I wear a lot. Mine grays, I wear those a lot. But yeah, no, these are the kicks of the week. Definitely pick yourself up a pair if you can. Not saying that the Kobe 11s are bad. They're very comfortable shoes. Just the traction's not all there for me, man. I feel like these have way better traction. And like I said, maybe a little too good. But yeah, no, these are kicks of the week. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next week. But remember, dream big dreams and believe all things are possible. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.